words. Okay, so our theme tonight is trying to determine what good Aikido means. So what is good Aikido to you? What are the words that spring to mind when you think of good Aikido? Flying. Interesting, okay.
I said flowing, but yes, you fly as well.
Flowing is good. Flying is quite good. Anything else? Relaxed. Relaxed. Okay, good. Other words? Centered is good. Okay. Hello. Calm. Like it. Calm. Excellent. Okay, so good word, bad word. Forced. Gentle.
I want to say good word, but it depends on what context you do it, because if you're too gentle.
That's true. Okay, strong.
Depends on what context you put it in, because you can be forced to be strong or.
Okay, I might have said powerful if I wanted. So I'm thinking strong, muscular.
Probably bad, because it doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I would agree with you. I would agree with you. Technical.
In the beginning, but you get lost in the technical bits.
Yeah, you kind of need to understand how the technique works, but then you do need to kind of let go of it. Okay. No, lovely. Right, okay, let's do a little bit of a warm up. All right, so almost half shoe, horseshoe. That'll be the word of the day. Yeah, okay, so just think you're 1, 2, 1, 2. So with this exercise, we are putting a lot of energy into it. So it's like throwing a bucket across the room. He's the one who won't get wet, right? So he's never going to do it. Okay, you're going to really chuck it to put some energy into that. So you don't want to fall over when you throw the bucket. That's no good to me either. And you've got to come bring your hips forward a bit. So it's something exercise we do quite a lot. And I've been trying to say to you, when you move, to make these forward movements, you must make sure your upper body is traveling on top of your hips. It does no extra work, it just follows your hips. So it doesn't do that, for example. And it doesn't do that, for example. It just sits on top of your hips and moves with you. Right. So you can start off nice and slow, very positive, and your mind doesn't end where your fingers go, it ends where the water goes. Yeah. So 1, 2. Oh, I'm a splashing time too. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very slightly. This one's facing out that way. This one's facing out that way. Yes. 1, 2. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now some carefully looking person has sneaked up behind you. So you're going to throw the bucket over there, and then you're going to turn around and you're going to throw the bucket over there. And this one, you have to get it again. You're going to get her over here. Right. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what we do is we're going to put you all facing this way. Right. And if I say 1, you stop there. If I say 2, you stop there. Okay, so 1. If I can push it over, quite good. So, come. Stand in between. You're going to do it sideways. 1. Okay, so what do you observe about the posture? We have a little walk around. What do we like? What do we maybe not like so much? Maybe there's nothing you don't like so much.
Pretty straight.
She's pretty straight, isn't she? Yes, she's quite well balanced. She looks pretty solid, doesn't she? She looks like she's gone for it a bit too. It's really solid. So if you test, test 3 you. Okay. It's really solid, isn't it? Okay, so let's just shift her a bit. Maybe shift your upper body. Just doesn't feel so solid. So you can see this control of the upper body is really important. If you have a little wristed about how far you come forward, that also won't work. Yeah. So you need to come far enough forward that you don't bend your back, but at the limit of your straight whirl. Yeah. So
because I was trying to go forward, that's why I wasn't very stable.
okay, well,
If I stop there, I'll be able to
just relax there a bit. Okay.
there, I think I'll be quite solid.
You are quite solid.
Where I was trying to get to is further forward.
Okay, now I suspect the weight's come off your back foot a bit.
Exactly, yeah.
So you want to be grounded on both feet. So as soon as you can feel your back, the weight coming off that back foot, you know you should be taking a step or moving, or you've blown it, basically.
Yes, so I shouldn't extend it as far as I can go.
But you can look quite flowy on this, but you have to let your mind go. So you can test me, please, Laura. So I'm going to be thinking about the day. Stop. Yeah, if I'm not putting my mind into it, I'm easy to go, right? But if I'm connected to something, I'm going to get my chickens. Good. Now I feel pretty solid. You've got to put mind and body in. They both have to be right. Does that make sense? Are we happy? Okay, let's try again. So get your flow going. So 1, 2, go for it, Ella. 1, no, go for it. 1, that's better. 1, 2, 1, 2. Positive, 2. Be positive, 2. Be more positive. Charge up. Come on, let's get this battery charged up. 2, 1, 2, stop. Okay, so your upper body's still a bit bent. So, forget your arms. Just a minute. You shift your weight to your front leg. So, probably don't want that too far forward. A little bit. Comfortable on that? That's touching down. Okay, you good there? Like 2 electric beams are coming out. Okay, good kind of there. So you've got to just charge up the battery. Believe you can do this, because you can. And although it seems like a stupid shape to make, it's actually a real fundamental in Aikido. So, can you show that? Yep. We want that shape a lot. Show that? Other side, well, I was hoping more, but that's okay. You use it as a diversion tool, but hang out and what we need. Yeah, so let's try this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. So what's the same about this one compared to the last one? My upper body stays straight. Okay, I don't go so far that my body begins to lean in a weird direction. Upper body straight. It's carried just purely by the knee bend. Yep. Both legs very grounded. Yep. So you can feel very good contact with the mat throughout. If you go too far, you begin to lose touch with the one that you left behind. Right. Arms. Not that similar a shape, really. It's just we're sideways on. Hands slightly in front of you should be nice and relaxed. You should be extending. if you weren't extending, which I'm sure you can't, this is good, but if she's switched off for the day, no, don't change your arm, just switch off for the day. Think about that damn job that never got done, yeah? So you've got to put a bit of effort in. One, so let's start again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so someone's day. We nearly done that. So, what for me is good quality Aikido? Because I can only give you my definition of it, people differ, but it's effortless. So it's not, can I shift her? It should be, oh there she is, it should be like that. It shouldn't be a struggle to move her. I can do this all night at the end of 2 hours. I've had some really good exercise, but it won't have been great Aikido. So if your definition of Aikido is I want some really good exercise, then use your muscles all the time. Make it hard work for yourself. And if you want to make it, my definition of good quality Aikido, effortless, so you can do this hour after hour, day after day, then don't put any effort in, just be centered, connect, and make it easy. All right, so, come on. Let's just try that to start. Being effortless, being centered, being positive, to move your bum. Can I go Laura? Let's bear one on. My job is to be fairly neutral. So I'm centered and I'm grounded, so if you push, yeah, it might not relatively hard work. Okay, so now you want to just feel that you connect to me. So a little bit more connection, really strong, coming a little bit, not your body, but with your arms. Don't even, can you feel the difference now? There's kind of a tension between us. Right, now just move from your center. Relax. No, we've got effort in that. So try and push with your arms. We get back into the back door. If you just loose armed and you can move from your center, loose armed. That's what's going to happen. So this has to be connected to that. You need to be connected to me, so you just come in till you kind of feel that I don't let your arms come in, the whole body comes in so you feel over. Yeah, that's about right. Now you move from your center. Yes. Can you feel the difference? There's different parts to it that are important. There's the connection with me. There's the not putting any great strength in. There's the movement to the center.
What is surprising is that connect the energy with the arms, the whole body.
It should be. So I can do that. But now if I stop here, let go, and now take my fingers and pull. So when I do it, I'm moving to the center.
Well, I think I
Now didn't sense that, didn't get some yet. So, there you are. Yeah, your arms come in because they're connected to your center and you shift your center. So you shouldn't see this go back at all because you're moving yourself. That's what you need.
Yeah.
Got it? Try
I
it.
didn't want to do the first one.
Yes. Everything. Everything I do really is whole body. Don't work with bits of body. Even if it looks like you're doing bits of body, you're not. How are we doing? We'll shove you down there. We've got him working now. We'll get our nerve going. How are you this week?
Fine.
Okay. So that's more effort than you already want to do. But you're there now, you've connected with me. So now just move from your center forward. Move forward from the center. Walk forward from your back foot. Well, that's the one that's behind. So that's the one you want to take a step with. Okay, we're connected now. Just move. So firstly, I want to make sure I'm connected to you because I'm moving with you. pull. From then. Yeah. So you feel the change in the relationship. It's not me trying to bash through the walls. It's not me kind of not being interested. It's, there you are. There's I know we're together now. And I move from here. So that starts to go, and then the back starts to follow. So, got it?
The point at which sort of
Too far. Trying to bridge the walls. You just want to walk up to the wall. There is good. Here. Oh no, don't leave your arms behind. What you did was you joined me. You moved from your centre, but you didn't move with your arms. This is one unit, so it should be like, oh, hello. Okay, you come and give me a hug. Extending from here.
so it's sort of forceful.
Yeah.
It's just
Easy.
being committed to moving.
Okay.
My first move is up like this.
What can I say? You're there with me now. Okay, so if you're connected with me, how does that feel for connection? It's a bit weird, isn't it? So if you want to make this, there you are. You've got to make me part of it, feel part of it. Yes, that was the one. Yes, victory. Perfect. Okay, so we're up to the Yes, that's the positive better idea. Yes. Okay. Okay. So, how does it make you feel when you really throw someone hard to the floor? Yeah, so your technique worked, but you crushed them a bit with your power. How do you feel about that?
Guilty.
You feel guilty? Okay, fun. How else?
This actually happened to me very recently in judo, but actually the last lesson, and it was right at the end, and I wanted to throw someone because I was trying a new technique that the teacher told us.
Right.
I did it, and they went flying to the floor and hit it really hard,
Right.
and I was very shocked and felt a little bit guilty. So that's how I felt.
Didn't make you feel good then?
Yeah.
Does anyone make you feel good?
I mean, it did feel good that I got the technique right.
Yes. Okay, I get that. But actually to not be in control of the power and possibly hurt someone, that didn't make you feel good. Doesn't make you feel good either. Okay. So it's very bizarre. We have a partner who is supposed to be our opponent. Right? So it's someone attacking us. Why would we want to feel good about someone attacking us? But that's what makes Aikido different from the rest. The good Aikido is being able to look after yourself, but also be able to look after them. So you can take it to whatever level you need to control and preserve yourself, but at the same time, you've got the levels to keep taking it up to the notch where eventually they say, do you know what, I don't think I'm going to try anything else than that. So, don't want to do to go actually like that. So, gritted teeth and bending her wrist in a direction doesn't really like going. It's causing her pain. I mean, people will yell and If you've done that at the end of your technique, you've done it wrong, really. I don't need to. I just don't need to. And I feel really good about being able to do this and to control her without any effort. Just to stay connected. It's kind of fun. You know, it feels good. So I can stay safe and I can look after her. So, partners, stay centered. All right. And see what you can absorb if the partner's using something. Person on this end, be sensitive to what you're seeing on the front. So don't force your way through, but just make it a bit uncomfortable for each other. I don't want this is using up a lot of energy. This is not. No. And when you get here, just keep connected here, right? And you're just trying to follow your body. So don't stand up. That's not good. I didn't leave with her, did I? But as she moves, I just follow and keep that through on top of her. Just go where you need to go. Right. Let's try that. Caitlin. Go for it.
I was in
Yeah,
straight
so
into it.
go on. Bring out the worst in me.
Storming that down, then fall down. I wasn't trying to, I was trying to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
It's fine. Without breaking wrists.
Oh well, here I am. I'll chance to do it again. Okay.
Down there.
What are you doing down there? All right. Laura. So, another quality of good Aikido, I think, is that it's continuous flow. So you don't go, oh, yeah, it doesn't work. You just have to go. So I'm thinking not to Laura's body. I'm thinking beyond her body. That's where I want to take her. That's where my intention has to go. And then I want to stay with her. It's fun games, isn't it? All right, so if I'm going to drop and no one's there, that's where my hands drop to. They don't go, oh, what's stopping them? That's weird. So let them drop. It'll be fine. Okay, continuous energy. Off we go. Light touch, continuous drop. Yes. Good. Okay, now over them. Good. Well done. Jump over now.
Wow, I was thinking of
Don't prepare to stop. Thank you.
So, you've got to keep that connection with that hand. Constantly put it down, you've got to follow it.
So, if I said that we all need to walk out that door, what would you do? Would you go, out the door? You wouldn't do that, would you? I said, we need to go, you'd all stand up and you'd just go, right? So what is it about an Aikido move where I say, okay, you need to take them down to the floor, down to the floor. Where's the floor? Oh, there's the floor. Oh, no, I can't find the floor. You just say, oh, the floor. You just do it. Yeah. So another thing about Aikido, and anything in life that you do, you don't really think about it. You can just do it. I guess we're practicing here to get to a stage where we can just do it. It's just in our bodies, it's in our minds. We don't think about it. You think, oh, there's the floor. Just continuous. We can put our mind wherever we like. We can put it there, that'll do it. Yeah, and that's what I want you to do. But if you do this with a bit of a lack of confidence and energy, it's not going to work. So, switch it on. I think I can do that. And you probably will be able to. Won't you, Andrew? Yes. Okay. Off you go, everybody. Yes. Young there. Practice connection with you now.
Yeah.
Try and take your hand away.
Yes.
So I'm not going to lose that when we get to the ground. So as you change, I change.
I'm going to find a way out.
You wouldn't want to resist that, would you?
Nice.
Quite a bit.
That would be short.
Oh, you forgot to do it that way.
Sorry. I can probably just.
Did we put effort into that? You did.
This one is. And I'll put in this one. No.
Look at that.
The weight.
Wait, don't push down. The weight, just the weight. Yes! That's what happens when you drop.
Yeah, it's a completely different technique. And you look like you've had to.
Oh,
sorry. But she just pulled her arm down. I was genuinely trying to get her.
Yes, nice.
Try that. How about that? Try that.
Your hands will come back to you if you don't drop.
Yes!
That's what I'm looking for. Instantaneous power. Yes. Okay, good, thank you. Right, I know you. So. What's wrong with that? I'm way too far away, aren't I? Okay, so another part of good Aikido is that your distance is always just right. Everything in you allows you to maintain good posture and to feel comfortable. I can operate very efficiently here, not so efficiently here, and downright awfully here. So imagine you're drumming. You're just turned into some drummers, okay? Drum here. Drum, everybody. Okay, how does that feel? Notice. Okay, the drum's over there, but your feet stay still. How does that feel? Not the same quality, is it? Now the drum's way over there. How does that feel? It's stupid, doesn't it? Imagine eating your dinner like that. When you're eating your dinner, you don't think about it, but you position yourself so everything's easy, everything's happening right in front of you. It's no different when you're doing Aikido. Your body and the way, the dynamics of it do not change. It's always here. So if I'm doing Kotegaeshi, I want my body to be here. This won't work. I've got to get comfortable so that when I drop, let's just come back to me. They're always going to come back to me whilst I still have them connected by my shoulder. Okay, so if you send a thread, yeah, it will fall to the ground, but otherwise, it's always going to come back to my body. right? So the drop is not there with your body. It is with your mind, but it's not with your body. Your hands will go back to you, always. Oh. Make sense? Okay. So just play with your positioning a bit and see how it feels. What's the optimum spot? Find the optimum spot. You tried, I had to stab you. Stab you.
That's one better.
That's fine, don't forget it. Hopefully.
Yeah, it's up to a point.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're holding me up now. So I'm not holding you up.
Yeah, I don't have the
I drop.
space
Now
available
you're
to
holding me up.
do it.
Then I use a picture. I said, oh, Johnny, I'm way up there. He's falling. I don't think about it. I'm not even trying.
You're good at the
What's the easy one?
Just a handful to go through. Just good. That's the place where I'm now holding you. Now put your mind down. Okay, let's embed that. Just fall into I hold you up. Good. Shoulder change. Just wait until.
There's what distance from that? It's becoming a lot risky. It doesn't feel like I can do something. But sometimes I do it.
Yeah, I know this behind the cheek flowers now.
Exactly, yeah.
Just going.
Right, yeah. So, are you connected? I don't feel like you're still connected. When you stop, so.
The old classic number.
Are you with me?
All right. So. Yes, okay. So. What's that like?
Just very light.
Very light. Does it feel really like it can impact you at all? No, you're right. How does that feel?
Strong, but muscle strength.
Muscle strength, was it really affecting you much? Easy to resist? Right. So no great quality, not a good quality of connection. Definitely connection of sorts, but not good quality connection, not the sort that makes you feel good. So what about now?
That's more connected.
Right. What am I doing? I'm just giving her the weight. And then she stops me. And then I shift my mind. Right? So I don't anticipate what she's going to do or how far my hand should drop with the shoulder. It doesn't drop very far. It usually doesn't. But it was a slight movement. Now I've got the connection. Now I can move. That's the principle. So you're going to drop. Now she's stopping, she's supporting me. But you can feel the weight, can't you? What about now? Can you feel any weight there? What about now? It's the equivalent, right? So I just drop. Oh. It's drop. And if I'm continuous, then is that not that the the bit in the middle where it comes to a halt. Just, you stop, it's fine. Now take it off. But I'll try, I don't give her the weight first. Oh, there it is. Get the principle? Can you put your hand on someone's shoulder, then the person in front walks forward? If you can do that, you're going to be well set to do this exercise. So this is hard, isn't it, right? Okay, put your hand on my shoulder. Wait, wait. Okay, you're relying on me to support you. You're being a nasty person. I'm not going to. You're not moving. No, lighter. But more weight. Yes, I need to know you're there. You say, yeah. Okay, so when I walk. That's not what we want, right? We want that I move to see that happen. Okay, so switch off brain. No brain involved. Just give me the weight. Yeah, okay, good. You can do it, right? This is actually another quality of good Aikido. Don't think. Thinking is not your friend in Aikido. If you're thinking, your body will not operate in the way you want it to operate. Just feel. 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 Okay, so I just feel. I don't know where she's going to stop me, but she did at some point. Yeah, everyone's different. Forward. Keeping height, shape. Stop there. No. Stop. Oh, God. Stop. Go. Where am I? Stop. Go. You don't have to have that stopping moment, but it's good to find it. Right. So find it. Just find it first. And then please don't try and push the second bit. Just let it drop the rest of the way. Laura, with me. Good. The first part was all right. Let's find the stop. How do you know when you've won? What are the telltale signs that you've reached the stop? Telltale signs. Yes. You just have to get any further. You found it now. Yep. Now just switch it on. Switch off your brain and let your brain squeeze. Yes. It's not hard, it's just saying, oh, yeah. Excellent. Excellent. Here's one I prepared for you. No, don't you?
I've just done it.
You're already preparing, just where do you want to fall?
It's
just
just
like
like
an
an
animal.
animal.
Look at the line. That's what happens. Yes.
This is something hard to do.
Okay, so that's a Russian thing. Just find the stopping point. Okay, you see the change in my body? Now switch your mind on base and then just drop the rest of the way. Very good. Yes. Desire to push through when it stops. It's not strong, isn't it? Just enjoy that moment.
Yes.
Then decide if you want to go to the floor. Yes. You don't change, you just let your hands fall.
I need to do something different. I'm already relaxed. I don't use force.
Yes.
Good.
Now you are using.
Yes.
I'm not quite sure.
It wasn't it? Really hard.
Yes.
You really didn't want to do it, but you did. Yes. See how much control you've got. You're doing it 2 miles an hour. You've got perfect control.
and I'm probably
Yes.
overthinking it, but my, because I'm already like, in all my.
I'm ready for something. I've got
Yes.
this still. That's nice.
All I've got left is muscle. Oh, plus, muscle.
You don't. You don't. You can, but you don't have to.
Once I'm completely relaxed, then I have to do something else, something. 'Cause
You
my
do have to do
confidence
something
relax
else.
more.
No, you are right. You do have to do something else. Okay. I'm looking forward to this one solution. You okay? So, if we do this, Tom, and we stop, the desire to do something at this point is very strong, isn't it? Oh my God, I got a blockage. I got to bash my head through the blockage. Okay, but we're trained to not allow that to happen. We're trained to keep our center, right? So it then becomes a real problem. The harder they try, the more relaxed I stay, the less likely it is like getting down. So I don't anticipate where he'll stop. There's the stop. I'm just going to enjoy the moment for a second. I'm going to let my hands come to me. So I let my hands come to me.
Right.
What you did was, boom, enjoy the moment, and you brought your hands to him.
Yeah.
That's okay.
I thought that moving essentially the only way to get something to
Well,
change. But yeah,
You
yeah,
found
yeah.
a way,
Yeah.
because you can't do Koskash very well here. You really want that. Yeah, down through the elbow. You're going down through the elbow. This way brings his elbow down. Can you see? Which allows the last bit to happen. Boom. Oh, look, there's my shape. So it doesn't really matter. But in neither one do I attempt to force it. Forcing, not good Aikido as far as I'm concerned, right? Working with your partner so that they just move, that's nice. I like that. I don't want to break his wrist. Could I kill him? Yeah, probably. You know, he could kill me too, but we have that capacity, but we're not trying to practice that because you get a very small club very quickly. And it's very boring training on your own. Right? So, we're not going to do that. Right, thank you. So as soon as I try to effort ball it, he gets cranky, and I put myself in danger. Right? So connect. Oh. Connect. And follow. Oh, how to speak. You want to be able to work with your partner. Once you've made him part of you, it's very easy to decide where the pen goes on the paper, isn't it? No. Grab the pen. Ah, there's the paper. There, let's do some writing now. We do this with tools all the time, don't we? We make them an extension of ourselves. Does that make sense? Toothbrush, we use hoovers, lawn mowers, whatever else. It's easier when we don't really try very hard, when we use our body as it's meant to be used. That's what we're looking to do. So, boom. It's not trying to turn him, I just want the connection with me. So that's as far as it will go. There's a stop there. Remember on the last move, there was a stop. So where's the stop? There. Anything after this is just gratuitous violence, really, which isn't very effective on this particular technique. So stop, connect, engage. The connection is the fleshy part. You can feel I'm connected, but it's not really affecting him. This is the engagement. I turn my wrist from there to there. There to there. That's the shape. Straight. I'll do that. Yeah. You can do that too. That's exactly what you're going to do now. Off you go. Actually, I don't have to. I can go and watch now. Marvelous. I know we get Panorama and Laura. Yes, it's surprisingly powerful, isn't it? Okay, so this is really good because I've got much bigger hands than you.
Yes, that's all. I just want to
So,
lose.
get that one out of the way. Here. Both hands on me. Big hands. So not there. Here. That's what it's got. You've got little arms. Anything else be horrible? Here and then.
Action of straightening and connecting and aligning. Yeah.
Don't grab it. I know we all want to do that. One, two, just feel it all right. There's the stop. Just feel like not taking a stroke.
This.
It's not working.
It's really-
There it is. That's a touch. Believe it or not, you are going to work with blokes that are a lot bigger. If you rely on stranger, you're not going to be the star that you can.
This is already intentional, it's trying to get more.
Yes. So then give attention. So about then you double.
I've never done this motion.
It's quite like having bouncing on the toes. There you go, Jan.
Good person. Well, actually here and then align.
You're thinking here, you're sending your energy there where you want it to go, right? I was in there. You groups are now here. So my energy's on the other hand. The energy's moving around, it's not going around. You might go to that in the end, but not because it's about connecting the thing. Chris, Molly, no, not like that. Like a pint of beer. Yeah, now turn it a little
Yeah,
bit.
you just basically go like this.
It's all wrong, isn't it? So right to left. That's my pint of beer. Engage. Engage.
Yeah, thanks.
With me. I should say engage with me. Yes, good. It's not moving anymore. Normal. Straighten your wrist back to front.
You're trying to tell me what we
Right now.
amazing connection.
Okay, so you're making enough arms, I'm over here, right? So now point that at me. Point that at me.
Yeah. Yeah, can you,
I do want to work.
as a point, can you feel it?
Yeah,
Keep the line.
Yeah.
Right. She moves. So I like moving her. She's nice. So I can give her no, I can do that if I can. She moves. I can It's not It's horrible, isn't it? It crushes the fingers, hurts the wrist. Not nice, is it? So I say, you might give a bit of Chinese food. No, keep going. Steady, but it's not the same level of pain as that, is it? This is nothing. So what I'm trying to do is there's the stop, there's the connection, there's the engagement.
That was actually really going to make sense.
Good.
I should extend it. Yeah.
Just go to.
Yeah.
No.
So another aspect of good Aikido is awareness of space and using the space appropriately. This is not a good place to defend yourself from, is it? Well, I'm talking down to her, she's just knifed me. Yeah, that's not very good. From here, I can see if she's got a knife. And if she comes to attack me, I can maintain just like my way. That's a pretty good strategy. But I can see what's coming, I can invite it, and I can just get out of the way. So, that's good use of space. And again, not such good use of space, because I have to be aware of where she could move. So I'm still in the line of fire if I get, I'm dead. But I want to, that's where she wants to go. Oh, I say here, that's good. So using space is important. Much silence involved there? No, that's a relief. So, out of the way, connection. You go away?
No.
Is she in a good posture now? Will it take much to drop her? No. Let's go back. Doesn't look very much, does it? It's terribly effective. Oh, you've come to me. I've been waiting for this moment. Oh my gosh. So, it's the right touch. It's that connection. Very hard to get away now, isn't it? That's quite funny. There's a connection here too. No, just do this. Okay, so basically, as she punches this one, let's do it from the other side, clamps. This one, clamps. And we do this then. So yes from you? Yes, it's a yes from you. Good. You play with Laura then. Nico hand over the Paramana and Caitlin and I do. So, you don't force that to me. You can tell that it's very effective. Wait. Just wait.
As soon as I can catch, that's standing out of the way.
But if I club over seals,
Yeah.
that doesn't work so well. But mother seal is still very much alive. Okay.
Oh, wow.
How are we doing? Very good. You know, punch from that side? Okay, you're gonna punch from this side now. Can be quite quick. So
Yeah, brilliant. Yeah, and you see that I get on moving.
Okay,
Just stop with the. Yeah, that's it. No,
Here it is. Can we get it? So.
Nice.
Just take it away. Away. More realistic.
Yeah, that's right. It's just positioning is hanging now. I have to work, with you. Okay, so.
Really not trying
Yeah.
posture balance, so take a step, a bit, whichever you want. Yeah, this is your best friend. So, I don't want. How are you doing?
Yeah, plus the fingers.
That's why she doesn't do that.
Yes.
Always wants to be this side. But it's forward. Because she gets to the boy. Just maybe to make each other around it. It's definitely more effective. So I feel like there it is. I haven't really got anywhere to go so much. I want. There it is. There it is. And what comes out, because if you've lost your balance. There's only one with the front hand comes in there. Little option if you get target. Yeah. You're saying there it is. It's there if you want it. So, this feels a little forced. Okay, now if you can put your hand out.
I have to physically restrain myself doing judo.
So,
Okay, if you want to do judo, how will you do it?
slowly.
As I go over in that position.
But here, I'm so taken by my side.
Goes around your feet.
So it's more of a cooking thing and
Those culture. I see.
Okay. So it's a nothing. Think of this. And so go come back again. So turn you here. So where's my center? Where's my center?
It doesn't have to be over the shoulder.
Yeah, so obviously get us in the back. So like a line connecting to back.
Yeah.
You use the hook on the under the leg because you want to take the center back first. Yeah. So either you can do that or maintain that connection everywhere.
So if I try to.
System. And you just basically take it back.
You've got enough ability to follow that and stay up. Right. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to draw your
I
attention.
don't know why
to
you
here.
don't
I'm
know
gonna
it's
draw
so-
your
Yeah, so you can choose. Many things you ask.
You're in the center.
Take this,
Yeah.
but it's
Can't stop what you
Yeah.
can't feel.
Yeah, there's too much up to it.
Yeah.
So what I want really is maintain that connection. It's just going to keep nothing else. Yeah.
Okay,
And keep body balance as well, rather than.
so possibly setting myself up for a fall here, but when I throw you, what feeling does that evoke in you when I do it well? I give myself that get out because occasionally. What feelings does it evoke in you?
For me, it's kind of like laughter, almost like a conclusion, but it's not violent.
Yeah, laughter, that's good. Other feelings, thoughts?
Yeah, it's relaxing and happy, friendly.
It's relaxing, it's happy, it's friendly. Do you feel resentful at all? Right. Do you feel like you could have done anything about it? Do you feel much at all other than, how did I get here? Oh, there's this magic, this Aikido, isn't it? It's kind of like that, isn't it? When it works well, what did he just do? He didn't do anything. And here I am on the floor. There's something magical about it. It's not magic, but there's something magical about it, right? Has that sort of quality. It makes you feel good when you're thrown well, and actually makes me feel good to do it like that too. To know that I'm giving you a little bit of joy. And actually that's exactly why it works, because I'm giving you a little bit of joy. I'm not trying to break you, I'm trying to connect with you and give you a good feeling. That's my intention, that's why it works so well. When I take the violence out of it, and believe me, there's still violence in here. If you're suitably provoked, I can get angry and not be as nice, but I do a good Aikido when I'm calm and I'm happy. And that calmness and happiness transmits to my body, and then it transmits to your body, and it transmits to your mind. So that's my definition of good Aikido, or one of the many definitions. And these are the qualities I'm looking for. I'm doing good. So what technique should we do now?
If we do the sophomore night, since we started the kind of.
Show me which one you
Okay,
want.
yeah, it's the one that goes down and up.
What about
It's like.
Dominetsky?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll come down to the Okay. That's a little bit.
Maybe keep more down as well.
A bit more up.
Yeah. Yeah, very good. Why you say that?
So what about?
I need to slide without really hitting you. Just kind of like
Yes,
slide.
so this one,
Yeah.
what's that one? This one's coming up.
Yes.
What do you do with the other hand? Show me again.
So just again, down. So
Yeah,
cross
same kind of
down.
thing, same sort of thing.
Yeah,
Same
yeah.
idea.
Yeah.
Right, so. I've got the potential to hurt him quite big time here, right? Okay. So this is a killing technique. Smash here, it's dying time. Okay. So people are going to not feel very comfortable if you're strong here. You have to move their mind. So you'll be able to do this. Then I can just give it away. He knows he's in danger. And let's say he's particularly stubborn.
Oh, yeah, so.
He doesn't want to move. Okay, so I could force it, it would be nasty, or I can relax. I can still make it happen. Just so you know, that's not forced. You don't want to move, right?
Yeah.
So if I effort ball this, it becomes very difficult. If I'm nice. Okay. So this one rises up. It rises up in a very specific way. It's rising up on this line here. So, okay. Not the same. Not the same, killed me. Stop line. That line. Yes, that one there. Follow it. All right. So. That's what you're going to do. But I suggest you start off a little bit slower. Okay. All right. See that? Oh, thank you, Laura. Oh, Laura. You know Laura. I know, we know. I know exactly what you want to make. Glasses off time. So, if I'm going to do this,
Get in the process.
Because I can't see.
She's always under attack.
I think just
Result. Happy time.
Lots of percent.
Yeah. Yeah, you can. Yeah.
Yeah, you're reaching way up. Reverse chance to stay calm.
Yeah, as I'm approaching. Yeah, exactly. So you want to have a
You want to be just yeah, I just said to your daughter, if you don't know this exercise, yes, and you don't know her abilities, and she's not sure what you can take, then you start slowly. Start doing the pico rolls, you'll see very fast. Mind you, you're second. And this will be like, it's for me to follow. I've got so I'm going to come in.
I think that was the other thing that I'm coming to keep.
She's going to not say sorry.
Yeah.
But like, with intent, still do that slowly. Yes. So you can take the fall in.
Yeah.
Away down.
And then
She gets used to the shape. You get more comfortable with the fall. She gets more comfortable with the shape. You speed it up a bit. You get comfortable with the fall. She gets comfortable. Just spirals up. Start from the base.
Technically, it means okay, but no, that's good. That's still playing. Well, spearing first then. Let's go spear as I'm coming in. Just not for mine, isn't it? Like, oh, okay. Yeah, like you give up.
So yeah, it's not very well. Yeah. You know.
Yes.
So that you give you that attempt, don't you can't keep it. It's not. So if I'm here, I don't know how to. See, I'm not quite sure. I didn't shift him, and I opened myself up to change shooting action when you do. I have to control the.
Let's say, well, yeah, let's say. Very well anyway.
Awareness of the space is also important, so knowing where the walls are is important, so you start further back.
So just swap around there. My arms seem to be each other's way.
Ah, funny that.
Awesome.
That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. And this one, a long way away from up. So before she arrives, I'm drawing her in. She arrives. I'm warning her in. Yes, but
Don't pay too much attention to.
yeah, you don't need to say as it goes through.
Right.
She gets the throw is.
So what you're doing almost like slow sleep, you're already out. Why would it attack? Okay.
Yeah, I think because I was.
But you are at the same time, you're
Target, you target.
Yeah.
yes.
That's how we get.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So,
If I had that, that's probably after I've done that rather than before. I'll start that first. But
Would be the same thing with that.
or maybe at the same time, yeah, so doing that.
what are you doing with it? Oh, really?
Thing where I don't want to hurt people. I can't say it's not that way.
Yeah, but you're having.
Conversation. I should be
Come on,
all doing this.
Up and there. You just need to turn back into this side. You're not gonna go.
It's like I'm boring you in.
That's because
It should be like that.
we're sitting it down, like maximum intensity down.
You can't wait till I grab.
Situation.
You've got to be bringing this. Yes. Not over here.
Just, yeah.
So
I'm starting to speed up.
and up my
So
sensor.
maybe it's late.
It should be.
I should be.
Okay.
My sensor.
I think it was a bit late. My feet.
Yeah. It stays on my sensor line.
Yeah. You're reacting.
You didn't turn my sensor
I
line.
didn't feel you're correcting me.
It should be here. Yes. Now I'm thinking I'm probably here. I'm over here.
At least. Put out. You literally.
Is that?
But there's a certain there.
Yes. See, you can get it.
No.
We can do it all here.
You want to be technically proper. So, 1, 2.
It takes a moment to That's too hard. So
Keep moving. Because you're too fast.
Really nice.
Okay. You got this.
Upward feeling, as opposed to an
There. We're not actually moving. Yeah, so one more. Let me actually do it this way.
So,
I'm just okay.
No, it's.
Don't try and you can stretch, but you can reach that far.
yes. It's a little bit late, I'm not sure. I'm not really moving up as I'm
Yeah,
coming
because
in.
you were
Yeah.
quite intense. Waiting for
So I offer. Yeah. So what we're going to see is give them up. Yeah, I did. So if I try to effort ball this, isn't it? So don't. You just offer. Hi. How do you have somebody? You put your arms around them. If I can get outside his grip, he's still with me. Yeah. So while he's outside of me, I push. I'm with him because he's controlling the outside of me. I want control the outside. Can you do that, Corey? Yeah. That's what it is. You're effectively. Yes. Oh gosh. That's just like that. Okay, with the paramount. You can choose to say what you need to do. So yeah, it helps. I'm grabbing the arm.
And yeah, trying to.
We're not flying. This way. And then you get on this side.
I need to hear. Here you are low.
Okay. Good way to show. So come here. So now I'm going to push you.
I need to, at this point, to
Oh, right.
either way. So I need to almost like start here or as we have even feeling your fingers spinning.
You concentrate on the walking.
You so and you gave it up.
And then down. One. We're going to go right or left.
This.
This is
Your hands up, go around. Yes.
I mean, it's
This shape.
Otherwise, clash.
I know.
Look, sorry.
Yes. Shove it. Get off there. We're on our way, but that was a bit. Okay, so you must as soon as she touches. As she takes full. So I'm not just moving forward. Yes. Yes. Close.
Yep.
Come back in.
Oh, yes. Hey, like this. Because they can't really reach.
So, we're here.
Yeah, you just go underneath.
Remember that floor thing? Yes.
But we started and then you walk through the still thinking about that, so, yeah, last bit I want to get Is that a joint one? Okay.
Go back up to the floor.
Yeah, very nice.
Let's do it again first. Yeah.
Okay, so. I want to get into this shape. All right, people.
You got so far.
And actually, he doesn't really sit a foot anymore. Because I'm engaging in. Right. Oh, you're actually, yeah, we're going into meeting. Good foot. I don't really shift my center. Okay. So, what we do is we're going to maintain connection. So this is something else, maintain connection. So we're going to do something else, maintain connection. Turn it into something else, maintain connection. Position here, maybe, whatever you like, but this is your partner. Let's see if we can create a bit of a motion and movement and feeling to this. With Ella, I know with Laura. Even if you do the same technique time and time again, I don't mind, just. Well, yeah, keep on coming out. So your job, if you're going to go for him. A chance, then that's all right. You're asking. Oh, okay, fine. You go. Fine. Not that one. No, you don't. No. Oh, no, you're going to stop me.
I stop
Oh,
my
chest.
Oh,
Don't stop me. Your idea is to stop me.
Use on the pass.
If I don't move the intended purpose of the center in this thing, I kind of bounce off this center and I go. But I need to get over there. I need to get over there. I just need to get over there. So I want you to understand what it's like to move with center. Okay, it's a hot day. You spotted a shop. It's got the drink of your dreams in it, and you're very thirsty. Your mind's on that pub. I'm off there. I'm feeling relaxed and happy. I've spotted the solution to my problems. Nothing's going to get in the way of that thing, right? You do this. You know, that may not be that example, but you know what it's like to move when you're feeling happy and confident. You just do it naturally, right? And this is what you have to do with your Aikido. This is not natural. But this is natural. Yeah. Anything can happen when you're natural. It's not very bad, I know what I'm doing. It's not very natural and confident. Yes, that's it. Thank you. Yes, you can. Just being confident naturally in the movement. Okay, so maybe I don't know the techniques as well. So I can still move naturally. This got the shape of an Aikido. So when I reach my center, I start to do this stuff. It becomes tough. I'm moving my center. It's impossible. What does I stay in my center? Connect and make things change. All right, so center. Think about your center as you move. Come on, walk up and down a little bit. See what that feels like to move with positivity and bring that into your movement. Okay? Walk up and down a bit with your center, with positivity, then get back into it. Yes, Caitlin, that looks positive. All right, that looks positive. Like you mean it and you're enjoying it. Come on, you're going to get somewhere. Enjoy it, yes.
Yeah.
It's gonna be one of the legends, like,
Yes. I'm coming. I'm going to get you. All right. How does that feel? Does it feel light or heavy? Does it feel full of energy? Full of energy. Do you feel kind of everything's happening from here, or is it up here? You're not thinking, he's just coming from here. So let's bring that into your movement. Same exercise, but let's bring that into your movement. Positive. Moving for center. Yes, thank you, Ella.
Oh, yeah.
But she's still giggling. She's still giggling.
I do really like fishing.
Yeah, well, that's something that counts. That's good. So. I come out of the centre here. Stay in centre.
Yeah, that's good. Actually, that's sort of.
Stop. Something else.
Okay.
Stop. I can put more effort in. Yeah, stop. Okay, I'm with my centre. You dumped it. She dumped you on your ass there.
I'll start.
Yes. You good? More attention. Not bad. That's not very good. But if you got look like that, she will.
You go for the front and back.
Too bad. Too
I think it's not.
Step on my outside, probably not my curve. Thank you, Sheila. First, take it inside. No. Inside of me. No, you're right about that. No. Yeah, she's in panel. Yeah. Yeah. Step on that. It's not nice.
Nice. Okay, so I hit stop. Why am I carrying on doing that? I hit stop, change it. Normally Aikido, when you hit a stop, just change it. Maybe I found a good one. There was no stop. I hit the wrong line. I hit it center then, change it. Exercise for you. Lovely. Spine. You need joy anyway. Okay. So this is your last exercise for the evening. There's no form here. Just where can you move? And if it stops moving, change it. If you have my arms in, you haven't got my arms. Okay, go. Laura? You need to from the play. You need to recognize something else now. Nice. Just be careful who you're throwing into.
Maybe you can go.
Yeah, it's a zigzag. You go back a bit, you come forward a bit, and you come back a bit.
And no throwing into the chair or the couch.
Yeah, we right.
It's a long way to the camera, not quite close to my computer. So you're giving it, you're being centered. You just be centered.
So I'm not actively.
No, if you actively tap, she should use that too, but if you don't, she still has to shift you. Yeah, good. You had him. Excellent. Yes. Yes. This way. This way.
I'm moving the same trick 4 times. That's my rule.
I was trying to find out, but she couldn't go anywhere, but she was happy to come that way.
Yeah.
That's why her fingers were pointing. Yes, now we're getting creative. Oh, tigers to our heart, man, yes.
What are you doing? How many names? I mean, love you. Well, that's really on the list. It's pretty chicken. What's summer?
Interesting. What have we got there?
Would you prefer if I come in?
So let's get to do something.
Yeah.
Once your arms start going behind you, it's a treat. That's okay. But
So no, you need to notice. So they are
so as she's coming in, I say, oh, you're
you
doing
do this. Bring your long.
Christmas. Okay. She gives me a present. I give her a present. You're getting smart now.
Yeah.
Your balance is gone. So drop that side. Oh, yes, yes. Do something else. Okay, the balance has changed. Come in. Done.
Yeah.
And then, native. What's your name?
So you're absolutely
You start. Yes. Okay. All right. So, the purpose of this class was to give you a measuring stick for what I described as good Aikido. Well, that's the matter of the whole, isn't it? We've got to define good before we determine what we think is good and what's bad. Right? I think what your body tells you is the best way of judging the quality of your movement. So if it feels stiff and full of effort, your body's saying, blimey, you made hard work of that, and your body isn't kind of pleased with it. When you feel the other person's hardness, you've been too hard, right? It's been a bit painful for them and maybe painful for you too. When your body says,
wow, that was easy. Wow, that was fun. And the other person's getting up and it looks like they're having fun too. You might be on the right road. But that's just my opinion, right? You've got to form your own judgment. Once you determine what good Aikido is, then you can start working towards it. But if you haven't defined what good Aikido is for you, then you won't make progress on the path that you want to take. So there'll be people who don't agree with my definition of what good Aikido is. Absolutely fine. That's not for me to tell them what's good or bad. But unless they know what's good, they can't plot their course for achieving the successful results that they're looking for. You know, that's one of my strengths, that in a very early stage, I determined what the bar was that I was trying to measure everything against. So I've been able to constantly say, I don't want that. I'll take that. Yes, I'll have that. Get rid of that. And it helps a lot. You've got to be able to discriminate as to what's good Aikido is for you. So it's worth some thought, right? And then I can be teaching something, but you can always have maybe one of those qualities in mind that you're going to practice on that particular night. So as well as the shape and the rule that I'm trying to, principle I'm trying to teach you. Tonight I'm going to make sure I'm gentle. Tonight I'm going to decide I'm going to move the center. Tonight I'm going to work make sure I've got a really good, positive walking posture. I've got great posture, whatever. Yeah? So you can take one of them, you can be playing with them yourselves as you're practicing. You can walk down the street and practicing moving your center. You can clean your teeth and practice having good posture. No, you can just think about it and work it out for yourself. When you let your body do the work for you, as opposed to you deciding what's the good shape, you'll find that everything is easier. Everything. Any questions, thoughts, comments?
Was really nice.
Good. Did you have fun? Okay, that's what it's all about. So let's bow out as a group. In a circle. That's really nice. Because we all contribute to love tonight. Okay.
Thank you, everyone.
All right, so let's bow or different. Forward. Hi there, Finn. How are you?
Hello, thank you for sharing that and enjoyed glancing in that. Thank you very much. That was like a lot of
My
fun.
pleasure as always. Yeah, I will catch up with you maybe on Tuesday when we do the verbal Aikido if you're available.
Cheers. I'll see. I'll be at school, but I'll see if I can zoom in.
But if you can't, no worries. Otherwise, maybe see you next Thursday.
Great. Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks all.
Cheers. Bye.